Welcome to a special episode of Dad's Rules with Kevin Belzer. But aren't they all special? We all ride the short bus on the show.
Every single episode.
Every single episode. I don't know if it's going to work down there.
Oh, all right.
I don't even know if it's going to work or not. We do know that we do need new mics.
New mics. It's fine.
Yeah, it is what it is. We are in Arizona. We are up in the mountains, and we're under a tornado advisory.
Not for exactly the mountains. We're not that far up. We're partway up to the mountains.
We are 1,200 feet higher in altitude than Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
And Phoenix, Arizona is already at like 1,200 square feet, not square feet, feet
We're at
above
18.
sea level.
We're at 18.
No, we're like 22.
Is
Depends
it?
what part of
Oh.
town you're in.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm right.
Probably.
Once again.
Maybe, maybe not. Fact check.
No fact check. I'm just right.
We'll see.
But not now.
It's okay.
Brain fart. Okay, so we're under tornado warning.
Watch.
Okay, we're under tornado watch.
That's what it said.
You would think I would know since we had this great business years ago where we did tornado tours. One of my best business ventures of all time.
We're under a tornado watch.
And that, folks, was sarcasm. I think we only lost $100,000 on that venture. But what did I learn out of it? Don't go into businesses that you have absolutely no knowledge and should not be getting involved in.
Lots of things.
Definitely should be vetting the people that you're doing business with.
That's most importantly. Anyway.
I'm drinking my water. It's sponsored by no one.
Sponsored by the tap out at the kitchen sink.
No.
Oh no. Sponsored by the filtered refrigerator.
Yeah. What do you think? I'm drinking peasant water?
Yeah, okay.
I at least filtered it.
Okay. I drink it. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
Anywho, we've had a rather not fun last 48 hours. Almost 48 hours ago, exactly.
Yeah.
We were
on our way.
We were at the ER or on our way to the ER with our dog.
The vet ER.
Yeah, the vet ER.
Yeah.
Because our dog had a stroke.
Which is what I found out after 5 hours of being there.
But Dexter is bouncing back.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, he's walking really weird on the one side, but he's way better than he was 48 hours ago.
Yeah, he's still having challenges, but he is able to get up around on his own, because even after that first 12 hours, I mean, the first morning, I had to be his legs. So we were using the harness and a sling that wraps around. I was kind of just walking him out, and then I took the sling out and was like, okay, here goes. And that was like not fun. And then I had to go. That's so weird.
Yeah, just keep talking.
So then I had to go swing it back around him, except your shoulder is blocking the camera.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's some good video there.
It's fine. And so then I got him inside, and then he just kind of laid around. He's been kind of low key in between, so he doesn't move around. He still does his back and forth because he's kind of a restless dog, sort of. He only can lay in one spot for like a couple hours, and then he gets up and moves to another spot for a couple hours, and then back out. Unless he's really nervous or Kevin's been gone for the day. Then, like if he's seen Kevin that day and Kevin has to leave, then he can stay put for 4 or 5 hours. But that doesn't happen all the time. But so he's either slow or stop right now. And that's fine. We'll take it. He's at least able to go outside on his own without massive help getting around, which is, I'll take it. And so the first 30 days are critical to consider what the prognosis is, because if they have a second stroke, it's bad if they have a second stroke. So we're hoping that he's on a blood thinner, so we're hoping that works and does its job and that everything goes fine. They said if he falls anything or grazes something, just to check him to make sure he doesn't have a wound that's bleeding, because he'll bleed a little more easy, obviously being on a blood thinner. So just things to watch for, and we're just feeling hopeful right now based on how far he's come.
Yep. So not good times.
No, but I'm just glad it wasn't worst case scenario, because you didn't think, but I also didn't think we were coming home with a dog.
No, I seriously thought we were going
works.
to the vet and we were
They were going to say that was it.
Yeah.
Because it was really
'Cause
hard
I'm
to
also
see
not
him
going to
like
let him
that.
suffer.
No, it was really hard to see him like that because he just could not hold himself up. Kevin had to carry him out to the car because he couldn't even walk. It's horrible.
So since we try not to be Debbie Downers on our show, it ended up that there's good news. He's back home. He's eating. He's doing all the dog things he's supposed to be doing. He can actually stand on his own now.
Yes.
He couldn't initially.
No.
But he can stand on his own now to go to the bathroom and all that fun stuff.
Right.
And he's sleeping and he's being himself again.
Pretty close, yeah. He's pretty close to back to his normal self. Just that little limp he's got, but I'll take it.
Yeah. So good times on that. Switching toxics.
Almost made it.
Oh,
Topics.
I will never make it. I will always stumble over my
I
words.
should just time it. No, it's fine.
Yeah, you could actually make it
like a game.
like a Deadpool, but it has to do with me
How long till you
making faux
stumble?
pas of stumbling.
It's fine.
Yeah, I do know English. It is actually my first language. It's kind of like a redneck Chicago English, but
That
it
may
is.
or may not be true.
It is.
Yeah.
There's enough Chicago in there after working there for so long.
Yeah.
So switching topics, you told me this great story the
No,
other
I
day.
didn't.
No, you did.
No, I did not.
No. What I heard was a great story. So you were telling me about this blind friend of yours that went for a mountain bike ride with her husband. And you know what? You say all the time that it doesn't seem like I'm listening. And I was really, really into this story because I'm like, oh my gosh. I've heard of blind people running and swimming.
Climbing Mount Everest.
And and all kinds of stuff. But I'm like, biking? Do tell. And you told this story about how she fell when she was mountain biking. And I'm like,
trying to catch herself.
Yeah, trying to catch herself. And I'm like, okay, well, she's blind. I mean, why is she riding a bike? This does not make sense. In my head, and I started asking you questions, and you were answering them like all weird, like. Yet I thought these were great questions. So I'm like, so were they tandem bike riding? And you're like, no, she was on her own bike, and I'm like, fascinating. This is so cool. Blind biker, not on a tandem bike. She's on her own bike, and I'm like, this is so freaking cool that she's, good power to her.
Yeah.
I'm like, huzzah. And then I started imagining, well, what does the bike look like? Does a bike have like this long stick on the front of it to where if she's going, it'll like hit things and or if it jams in the ground, it'll literally catapult her through the air. And I'm like thinking, well, of course she fell because the bike obviously jammed something with its jousting stick on the front of the bike. It jammed something and it went boom. And that's what happened. And then you're like, she tore something. I'm like, of course she tore something. What the freak is a blind person doing riding a mountain bike? That makes literally no sense whatsoever.
And as it would be, you are correct. He said, I don't even remember what he said. And I'm like, what? What?
You have to admit, though, that I sounded like I was the most fascinated by any of your stories in years.
I know. I was like, wow, he's really into my telling a story. This is so
It was such an awesome
unexpected.
story.
Yes.
And I'm like, and in my head, I'm like, blind bike rider? Do tell.
Yeah.
This is great. And it's like, I'm like, why is she skipping over the tandem bike? Okay, so they're not in a tandem bike. Where's the joust? There's got to be a jousting stick on the front of it so if she hits anything, But it's like, she's got a murder weapon on the front of her bike then with that jousting stick. She could literally be riding on that mountain, hit somebody, and knock them over a cliff. I'm like, this is not a good idea to have a blind person mountain biking. And now somebody's going to end up commenting and sending me like a YouTube link of somebody that actually did blind bike.
I'm not saying they couldn't. Just there's training where they teach them, they can hear their surroundings, sort of like the echo location like bats do. But anyway, that's probably another deal. I don't have enough information on that. But anyway, I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, I don't even know what you said. And I was like, no.
No, I repeated. I said, you're talking about a blind biker. And you're like, no, I didn't. I'm like, yeah, you did. You're telling me about a blind biker. This is like the greatest story in the 30 some years that I've known you. This is definitely like, here was one before, and now this is one. This is the greatest story of all time, is your blind biker story.
And this was how this story went until I'm like, no. What is he's like, you said blind. I'm like, no, I did not.
Then you turned it into this normal story where somebody's biking and they wrecked the bike.
She was
and
trying to catch herself and wrecked her knee.
Yeah, she probably tore
her ACL. Don't have
she tore her ACL and her MCL.
Sprained it anyway. I don't know. She doesn't have results until
So I let you know that she will not be able to play pro football for at least 9 to 12 months.
At least.
Well, because I know this.
Yes. I don't think she plays football though, so I think
that's how long
okay.
Carson Palmer was out. It was 9 to 12 months. That's the standard time that you're going to be out if you tear your ACL. So she cannot play pro football for at least 9 to 12 months. And that's only if she has good rehab people.
Right.
What if she has crappy rehab people? What if she has garbage insurance? It's like, I don't know. It's dollar store.
I don't think she has garbage insurance.
It's the dollar store item of insurance.
And these are the colorful details that happen to stories with this one. They turn into something totally different.
And we found out her husband is a horrible husband, because what did he do? He biked all the way to the bottom and didn't even notice that she'd fallen. And just thought that she was all happy because he heard her yell back there, and she's like, all right, she's having a good old hootin' time back there.
Because that's what she does.
And
I don't think he was that far ahead.
Meanwhile, he's like 4 miles ahead at the bottom of the hill.
I did not say 4 miles. He was not 4 miles.
I extrapolated how long it was, because obviously it was not a short bike ride.
I have no idea.
It had to have been miles and miles.
No.
He was probably miles away.
He was not.
Can you imagine the bike of shame back to his wife to find out that he abandoned her on the side. He abandoned his blind wife on the side of a mountain after she fell from her javelin pole. It jammed into the ground and literally flung her off the bike like a pole vaulter.
Which didn't happen. But no, she just hit a bump or whatever, went to catch herself, and tore up her knee trying to catch herself. That's it. Screaming, couldn't move for a few minutes, and then he was like, wait, she's not here still, and went back to check on her. I was like, oh my gosh, and had to help her back.
Yeah, because I asked you during the story, I was like, so he's like her guide biker?
I'm like, no, he just rides in front.
I'm like, that makes no sense.
This was like a whole lost in translation conversation. I almost wish we had it recorded so you could hear it.
We do
it was
now.
Like crazy. Right, I don't know. It's not while it was happening. We didn't get the details of unfolding in your brain versus my telling of what I knew of the story. It's so funny.
Well, that's what I heard.
Yeah, I know.
That's
what
she said.
Crazy story. I don't even know.
Blind biker. Yeah. That's what she said.
I don't know. Crazy. You crazy. It's funny.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's a wrap right there.
Is it?
That's like 13 minutes. That's.
We don't get to throw in a quick question?
Okay, we will throw in something really quick because our son was talking about music lyrics, and I was saying how great our music lyrics were back in the 80s because everybody complains about them now. Now, granted, there were like a lot of them are like way dirtier than ours were. Like we had some question ones like the Luke Skywalker song, but anyway, we had some just flat out dumb lyrics back then. And so I was giving him some Culture Club examples.
Oh, okay.
And so I gave him War is stupid and people are stupid.
He's just being truthful. I don't know.
Yeah.
His, whatever.
And then the other one.
You guys had whole discussions on songs?
Hold please.
Okay.
Yeah, you were literally sitting there.
I wasn't really in the conversation because I was doing
Chameleon lyrics. Okay, so the other song we were talking about was Karma Chameleon.
I don't know if I've ever read the lyrics.
Okay. Karma, 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 chameleon. You come and go, you come and go. Loving would be easy if your colors were like my dreams. Red, gold, and green. Red, gold, and green.
Yeah, I don't really know what that means.
Nobody does.
You couldn't come up with any other songs that had weird
well,
lyrics?
we talked about that one, and then the other one we talked about was
there's got to be some uber popular band that has some weird.
Oh, I mean, I did the War song by Culture Club.
Yeah, but that's another culture club. Like, what somebody else do?
No, but I wanted to finish this one.
Oh, okay.
War is stupid, and people are stupid, and love means nothing in some strange quarters. War is stupid, and people are stupid, and I heard them banging on hearts and fingers. War.
I don't really know what that means.
Yeah.
I guess I never read the lyrics.
Now,
but I didn't really listen to that much.
And the other one, and then we'll wrap it up. But the other one was an In Excess song that I was singing about this morning. And let's see what song was it. Okay. Listen like thieves lyrics.
Oh, that was a hugely popular song.
This was a great song. Everybody's down on their knees. Listen like thieves. But who needs that when it's all in your hands? Now, I don't know what it means to listen like thieves.
I don't know. I guess I never thought about that either.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
Yeah. But that was one I was thinking of this morning. It's not nearly as crazy as the other one.
This is so crazy. And just never thought about it.
You're so crazy.
You're so crazy.
You're so crazy.
You're
so crazy. We're going to stop the show right now.
I know.
If you like the show, please like, share, leave feedback, comment, and subscribe.
Like, totally.
And until next time, go out and be the kick-ass adult I know you all can be.